To multiply radicals, we distribute the radical on the outside to the radicals on the inside. You must multiply like things. So 5 gets multiplied by the 1 that's the coefficient. Since there isn't one, we know that it's a 1. So we have 5 times 1 times 2 times 3. The other radical becomes 5 times 2 times 2 times 6. The next thing we will do is simplify. 5 times 1 becomes 5, 2 times 3 becomes radical 6. This radical is 5 times 2, which is 10. But in order to simplify this, we're actually going to break up the radical. So 6, the factors of 6 are 2 and 3. So we have 2 times 2 times 3. This allows us to see that we can actually break up the radical. We will simplify it further. So we have 5 radical 6 plus 10. We're breaking out our radical 2, and we're left with 3. Our final answer is 5 radical 6 plus 20 radical 3. We cannot simplify the 5 radical 6 and 20 radical 3 because they have different radicands. To multiply these radicals, we're going to FOIL. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to multiply 2 root 3 times root 3. So we have 2 root 3 times root 3. Then we're going to multiply negative 5 root 2 by root 3. So we have minus 5 root 2 times root 3. Then we're going to do 2 root 3 times 2 root 10. So we have 2 root 3 times 2 root 10. And then last, we're going to multiply negative 5 root 2 times 2 root 10. Negative 5 root 2 times 2 root 10. Now we're going to simplify each component. So we have 2 times our coefficient of 1, so we have 2. And then we have root 3 times root 3. The next thing we have is 5 times 2 times root 2 times root 3. Next, we have 2 times 2, and then we have 3 times 10. And last, we have 5 times 2 and 2 times 10. We know that a root 3 times a root 3 can just break up. So we now have 2 times 3. 2 times 3 is just 6, and there's no other way we can break that up. So we're going to have 5 radical 6. And then we have 4. The factors of 10 are 2 and 5, and we already have a factor of 3. So there's nothing there that can break up. So we're going to leave it as 4 root 30. Here's where we actually need to do a little work. 10 is 2 and 5. So we have the 2, and then 10 is 2 and 5. So we're actually going to break out a radical there. So we have 6 minus 5 root 6 plus 4 radical 30. And the last thing we have negative 20 root 5. We now inspect our radicals to see if we can simplify anything more. Since there's nothing in common, we can't simplify anything further. So this is our final answer.